Gracie, we're doing a new and improved video.
Hello. All right, we're gonna replace the RAM on these laptops that everyone has. Step one is to turn it off and unplug it. Make sure it's not gonna have any electrical problems. Close it, flip it over, and then there's screws all around the perimeter. Grab a small Phillips screwdriver, and then...
What is a Phillips?
The one with the X. And then go ahead and remove all the screws except for these back two corners. So I'll take these out real quick.
Do you want a piece of paper?
No, it's okay. I'll just do it. Okay, next you undo the two corner screws, and these ones don't actually come loose, but when you unscrew them, it'll start to lift the corner of the laptop up. See how this is coming up? So just keep going until it kind of clicks a few times. That means you're at the end of the thread. Same thing, it's lifted it up. Okay, I didn't actually remove any of these loose ones. You could, they might jump if you do this next part without removing them, but maybe do it over a blanket so you don't lose them. Okay, next step is to pry it up around the edge. You don't want to use a screwdriver or anything metallic, you could damage it. So I can do it with my fingers, but it takes kind of a lot of force. If you aren't able to do it with your fingers, use like a plastic credit card. Okay, launched one screw. So just work your way around. Oh my gosh, screws are flying. I should have said to take those out first. Okay.
How did you keep track of them last time when you took them out?
I stuck them on a piece of paper upside down in the same pattern. And that would have been smart here. I didn't do it.
But maybe they should.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, got those out. I'm gonna make sure I account for that screw. I think I got the rest here. All right, so the part we're going to be replacing is the RAM, which is right here. Currently there's only one board in your computer. There's a place for two of them, and the one board you have is lower quality. So what we're going to do is you take these two little metal tabs and you pull them apart, and then it kind of jumped up, but what that should allow it to do is to flip up like this, and then it slides out. Okay, so set that RAM aside. We won't need that anymore. You could probably save it for whatever. And then take the new one.
Is this an official unboxing?
It's official. All right, so the way you know which side it goes in, like upside or down, is it's got this little tab right here, and then it's got a little slot right here. So if you were to do it the wrong way, it won't let you put it in. If you flip it over, now that slot's gonna line up. So you kind of push it in like at this, 30-degree angle, and kind of give it some solid pressure that direction, and then push it down until it clips. So that's nice and firm in there. And then we'll take this other one. It'll actually be opposite, but again, you just line up this little tab and slot. Push it in at an angle, and then push it down until it's locked in. Okay, so that's good to go. Next thing we're gonna do is just put the cover back on the bottom. So we will just rest it back in place.
How much are we changing the RAM?
It started with 8 gigabytes, now it has 32.
Is that gonna be super fast?
Well, it should allow you to have a lot of tabs open, and we'll see how well it works. Okay, you push it down like firmly so it clips. Ooh, got more screws jumping out. Take those out ahead of time. These corners won't push down because again, they've got these captured screws. So after you push down the rest of the edges and it's all like kind of seated and clipped in, then you can start with these two corners and screw them down. I guess I needed to push it a little bit. You don't have to go crazy with these screws. You don't want to strip them out. It's mostly just like kind of snug. I sort of use like, index finger, thumb, and then as tight as I can go with those just hanging on like that. Okay, other corner. Yeah, I don't know if we need to film the rest of this. Basically just tighten the last screws and power on. It might tell you that the RAM has changed when you turn it on for the first time, and just tell it to continue to Windows and it should boot up just fine.
Okay. Thanks, Ryan.
No problem.